There have been some fast-paced developments in the Maharashtra extortion racket, and the biggest takeaway for us here at Republic Media Network has been the confirmation of Sachin Waze admitting to the extortion racket in his statement to the Enforcement Directorate, which is now a part of the court proceedings.
Sanjeev Palande and Kundan Shinde, two aides of former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh, are the latest to come under the scanner in connection with Waze Gate. They are in ED custody till the 1st of July as the extortion money trail becomes the focus of investigation. As per the agency, Waze extorted money from bars and handed it over to former minister's PA Kundan Shinde.
Sachin Waze stated that he had collected about 4.7 crore rupees from various bar owners between the months of December 2020 to February 2021 and handed over the same to Kundan Shinde, the personal assistant of Anil Deshmukh, the then Home Minister, on the instructions of Anil Deshmukh in 2 installments.
With the alleged confession, the focus is back on discredited cop Sachin Waze, who is lodged in Taloja jail for the fixing an extortion racket and a case of murder.
रात के 1:45 बजे मिस्टर संजय पलांडे को बताया गया कि उनको अरेस्ट किया जा रहा है। मेन ग्राउंड उनका एक ही है कि मिस्टर सचिन वजे ने कोई सेक्शन 50 में तलोजा जेल में रहते हुए कुछ स्टेटमेंट ईडी को दिए हैं और उस स्टेटमेंट के तहत कुछ ट्रांजैक्शंस का जिक्र कर रहे हैं बार ओनर के साथ, जो सचिन वजे ने बार ओनर के साथ 4 करोड़ 70 लाख रुपए कलेक्ट किए हैं।
The NCP leader, who has been under the scanner of the agencies, has sought more time. His statement was recorded on Friday.
Today we have appeared for seeking time for next hearing because the summons sent by the ED Enforcement Department, they mention to submit some documents, but they have not given the list of documents to which document we have to furnish them. Therefore, we have written letter to grant us time and give the list of documents which they want to, we want to submit before them.
The Waze Gate network seems to have spread its tentacles beyond Maharashtra. Shell companies based out of Kolkata and Bengaluru are being investigated. But the former minister is alleging a criminal nexus.
परमवीर सिंह जब मुंबई के पुलिस कमिश्नर थे और पुलिस कमिश्नर के पद से उनको जब हटाया गया क्योंकि उनका रोल बड़ा सस्पिशियस था। परमवीर सिंह जब मुंबई पुलिस कमिश्नर थे, जब वो कुर्सी पे वहाँ बैठे थे, उस टाइम उन्होंने क्यों नहीं आरोप किए? जब उनको वहाँ से उनका तबादला किया गया, उनके सस्पिशियस भूमिका की वजह से उनको वहाँ से पदमुक्त किया गया, उनका दूसरी जगह ट्रांसफ़र किया गया, उसके बाद में उन्होंने मेरे ऊपर झूठे आरोप किए।
With the investigation widening, the agencies are unearthing a conspiracy that could well go beyond Sachin Waze, and the entire fixing and extortion network could face a crackdown. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And joining us on the debate tonight are Rahul Narvekar, MLA, BJP, and a lawyer live from Mumbai. Swapnil Kothari, senior lawyer, joining us live from Mumbai. Subhash Jha will be joining us in a few minutes from now. Manasvi Thapar, political analyst, live from Ahmedabad. Ashutosh Mishra, senior journalist, live from Delhi. Tausif Ahmad Khan, advocate and political analyst, will be joining us. Let me go across to Rahul Narvekar first. Rahul Narvekar. Now, see, one thing that has been proven tonight, Rahul, is that Sachin Waze was an extortionist, and the Enforcement Directorate has placed the facts in front of the court, saying that so far
that was extorted by this officer. Rahul.
See,
disgraced officer.
yes, I can hear you. See, with regards to Sachin Waze, with regards to the whole extortion gang that has been operating in the Mumbai police, I think you're being very kind with the words you're using for them. These are goons in uniform. What we're seeing today is too little, too late. There are a number of people who have been victimized by this gang. There are several people. You've seen Mr. Dilip Chabria come out, give statement. You've seen several other individuals who've now come out and given statements with regards to the manner in which they have been extorted by this very same extortion gang. The same the same kind of people. It is only thanks to the leader of opposition, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, who exposed this entire scam in the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly, how Mr. Hiren was murdered by this extortion gang, and thereafter how things have been exposed. It's only thanks to the prompt action and disclosures and expose done by the honorable leader of opposition in the Legislative Assembly. I should also thank the vibrant media of this country, which has stood by this matter, trying to take it to its logical conclusion. Having said that, let me tell you, it is not possible for a single police officer or a gang of police officers to operate in this manner unless they have protection from the top. And here, today we are seeing whose protection did they enjoy, in what manner did they function, how did they divide and share the loot that they collected. So it's all being exposed. Unfortunately, it is too little too late, like I said. I wish something like this would have been exposed long time back, whereby innocent citizens perhaps would have been saved. People have lost their careers, people have lost their lives.
Rahul, you don't know.
No, 1 second. No, Kishore Tiwari, I'll let you speak.
Yeah, so
let him complete. Kishore Tiwari, I'll give you your full time, but it's important that Rahul Narvekar speaks.
The problem with...
No, you can speak next. I'll come to you next.
The problem with people like Kishore Tiwari is that they don't know whom are they speaking for. Whether they are speaking for a political outfit, which they are not authorized to speak at all, or they are just talking out of their hat. So forget about what Mr. Tiwari says. I don't really credit that much. Having said that, let me tell you, this rot that is going on in the police department is not happening solely because of the officials in the police department. They have protection from they have protection right from the top, and that is why they are behaving in this manner. Can you imagine? This very individual who was suspended under the orders of the Honorable High Court is reinstated in service, is reinstated by the current dispensation, and he's not given. He's not been given any site posting. He's not been given any field posting. But he's been made in charge of CIU. Can you imagine?
No, 1 second. I'll give you
only happen under the administration of a rogue government.
No, you're saying I'm giving 1 hour to Rahul Narvekar. You're saying I'm giving 1 hour to Rahul Narvekar. I'll give you 2 hours. No, 1 second. Rahul, he's saying I'm giving you 1 hour to speak. I'll give him 2 hours. No, 1 second. No, Kishore Tiwari, wait. I haven't come to you yet. No, wait. I haven't asked you a question. What are you responding to?
I have only one question.
I haven't asked you a question, Kishore Tiwari. What are you responding to? Are you telling me? No, I want to ask him.
I have only one question for Mr. Kishore Tiwari and the government.
Let me ask him a question.
I have only one question.
Let me ask my question. No, let me... My show. Can I ask him a question, please, if you don't mind? No.
Can they tell me why?
No, wait. Let me ask him a question. No, Rahul, let me ask him a question. I know you want to ask him. We have 1 hour. Kishore Tiwari, I have not even asked you a question. I'm not going to let you speak. I am not going to let you speak because I have not asked you the question. My question to you, Mr. Kishore Tiwari, is, let me read out. I'm opening the affidavit. Just hold on. I'm opening the affidavit because I have a lot of documents in front of me. I want to refer to these documents and give you the facts, right? Because I want to have a factual debate, right? I'm going to read out from the facts of the, copy in front of me. Okay. Shri Sachin Vaze, and this is what the Enforcement Directorate has said in court. Shri Sachin Vaze stated he collected 4.7 crore from various bar owners between the months of December 2020 to February 2021 and handed over to the same to Kundan Sambhaji Shinde. Now I'm going to another part where it talks about Sachin Vaze, the then head of CIU, collected money from various orchestra or bar owners or managers for smooth functioning of their orchestra bars running over 5 crore. and then goes on to talk about Sachin Vaze. For God's sake, Kishore Tiwari, how did nobody know? Now I will ask Rahul Narvekar as well. How is he shooting off Parambir Singh? Because Parambir Singh himself was a commissioner, right? He himself was a commissioner. But my question is, if Vaze had extorted over 10 crore and is just the tip of the iceberg, no, wait, Kishore Tiwari, you can't get away. Hold on. How did nobody know? How did nobody know? My question is, how did all of you, trust Sachin Vaze and Parambir Singh? For you, they were demigods, right? Of the Mumbai police, the shameful officers, disgraced officers who were thrown out. All of you were dancing, singing when they were throwing muck at all of us, including Dilip Chabria, when you were there in the last debate that we had, right? Kishore Tiwari?
Yeah, should I speak? Should I speak now? Niranjan, should I speak?
Yes, please go ahead. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, Niranjan, you have, Sachin Vaze is a killer who murdered Mansukh Bhai Hiren, and he has been arrested in the charges of murder only. Now he is in a Taloja jail, and he has given some information there to ED. But I am surprised why Parambir is not being interrogated by ED and CBI. Why he is not taken into the custody. Now he was talking about 100 crore. Now he has come down to 5 crore. This 100 crore episode comes from the Parambir's complaint. So this is a fabricated, baseless allegation, and this is a vindicative action by CBI and ED. And nothing will happen in future. This is the innocent victimization of Shinde and Parande. And Sachin Vaze, Parambir are the culprit. No, let the bar owner, who are the bar owners, let they come and speak. Why they are speaking today? Why they have not spoken earlier? Who are the orchestra wala?
They've spoken, sir, earlier.
I am surprised. I am not aware, but Sachin Vaze, who is arrested in the charges of murder, and he is giving the information, and you are reading that affidavit. Niranjan, innocent killing should be punished. Corrupt officer should also be punished. But innocent victimization of Anil Deshmukh should not be done to unstable the Maharashtra government. He is in the politics from last 40 years.
No.
He is in a public life as a minister for 30 years. No charges of corruption was leveled him. So you are just killing the public image of Anil Deshmukh. And who is killing the public image? Who is destroying the image? Rahul Narvekar, who is nothing to do with the ethics and morality. And he was talking about my credit and discredit.
Well, I don't know what to call this argument.
Niranjan,
Absurd or
Parambir should be
senseless.
taken
I don't
to
know what to
custody.
call. I don't know what to call this argument. Absurd or senseless. I have three quick questions for you.
Niranjan,
I have three quick questions
what I
for
am
you.
speaking.
Do you mean,
Yeah.
does Mr. Kishore Tiwari and the state government decide what role does the investigation agency have to play, number one? Number two, how is Mr. Kishore Tiwari so sure that Mr. Parambir Singh is never going to be questioned? Number three, can Mr. Kishore Tiwari explain why would the action on Vaze depend upon what and how Mr. Parambir Singh is questioned or investigated? Number four, who reinstated Mr. Vaze? Which government reinstated Mr. Vaze? The file went right up to the Home Minister and he gave his nod to the reinstatement of
How
Mr.
many
Vaze.
questions you asked?
Stop
Let
this
me ask
drama.
you a three
You can't
questions.
fool the people of this state any longer. The people of this state
Last I checked, I was the anchor who could ask questions.
And therefore,
Niranjan.
you don't need to do this act any further.
Niranjan, sir,
No,
I should be allowed.
if you don't mind.
He has
If you don't mind. Kishore Tiwari, no, fantastic.
Niranjan,
No,
I should be
fantastic.
allowed to speak.
No, sir. Let me tell you, sir. Sir,
Niranjan,
first of all, let me give slow clap to all of you.
Yes,
Slow clap to all of you, sir. No, one second.
Niranjan, he has
No, Kishore Tiwari. No. You can answer. You can answer. You can answer. You can answer. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds. 30 seconds and then I'll come in. 30 seconds. You answer. You tell him what you want. 30 seconds, I'll come in. Go ahead. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Go ahead.
He is the
30 seconds. Go
accountable
ahead.
officer who has reinstated accountable officer who has reinstated the Sachin Vaje is the Paramveer Singh, and immediate boss who was operating CIU unit who is under control is the Paramveer Singh. Now Paramveer Singh is being protected because he is now the Samdhi of BJP. He is not being asked. So the CBI and ED investigation is nothing but a victimization. Narvekar, if they should have asked Paramveer first, they should take Paramveer into custody first. Then what they are doing.
No, 1 second. I have question to the both of you. No. I have question to the both of you. I have question to the both of you. No, I have question to the both of you. No, 1 second. No, I have question to the both of you. I gave you 30 seconds, sir. I gave you 30 seconds in all fairness. Let me now come in and ask the question to Swapnil Kothari. Okay, Swapnil Kothari, and then Manasvi Thapar can come in. Okay, but I want all our panelists to hear this. Okay, sir, rewind to October 2020. Okay, Shiv Sena and you, Mr. Tiwari, how many debates you came on? You are giving certificates to Paramveer Singh. You called this guy Sachin Vaje super cop. All of you gave him certificates. He was your front page headline, right? Sachin Vaje was your front page headline, and while he was going around Mumbai extorting people and going after people, including Republic TV, right? Remember what happened with not just Dilip Chabria. You know, sir, you mentioned the enforcement directorate affidavit. Do you know in that affidavit Dilip Chabria is not mentioned? How many cases are not even mentioned? How many cases are not even mentioned in the affidavit? Please, no, 1 second, hold on. My question to you, you call these two guys super cops, right? And today you're saying Paramveer and Sachin Vaje were responsible. I'm sorry, what were you doing, sir? Today you're blaming Sachin Vaje and Paramveer Singh. Please do.
Niranjan,
And my question to Rahul Narvekar is, why hasn't Paramveer Singh been... No, 1 second, sir. 1 second. Sir, 1 second. No, my question is, no, all of you were praising these two. They were super cops for you, right? They were super cops for you. One day super cops for you, Mr. Tiwari.
No, Niranjan, it was my mistake. It was my mistake.
Yes or no?
It was my mistake. I admit, it was my mistake. Yes, it was my mistake. But now CBI and ED is protecting Paramveer Singh. That's a fact. That's the fact. And BJP is just taking the revenge of a Shiv Sena because we have not gone through them. That is the politics. You and Arnav must have been victimized with that process only. So
we are not talking about, we don't care, we'll fight, sir. Mr. Tiwari, we will fight our battles. We don't care about these people called Sachin Vaje and Paramveer Singh. We don't care about them. We will fight our battles because the truth is on our side, right? I mean, I'm telling you, sir, I'm laughing today because in all of this, the Enforcement Directorate has also, by the way, not mentioned the 30 crore bribe from a rating agency, has not mentioned the extortion from Dilip Chabria, has not mentioned, 30 lakh. Yeah, they haven't mentioned so much. And you're saying it's only 5 crore and not 100 crore. For God's sake, who are we fooling? Swapnil? Swapnil, who are we fooling? He took 30 crore from a rating agency, right? 30 lakh, I beg your pardon, 30 lakh. Which is a matter of record, which I believe 30 lakh. I just read it in a newspaper.
Niranjan, you decide.
No, wait. I want to know. 30 lakh is what I read. I will stick by 30 lakhs, right? 30 lakhs. It could be just the tip of the iceberg. Let me go across. Let me ask that question to Swapnil. Swapnil, 30 lakh rupees. It's cheap. It's a small money, right? Small money in the scheme of things. It's absolutely nothing, right? Sachin Vaje, he was just doing some side business when he was in the force.
Yes. Now, Niranjan, I've heard Mr. Tiwari and Mr. Narvekar both, and both have their, very solid points that they, have from their own side to present. But let me give you a very strong legal perspective about this. The first thing is that what happens is that when you have investigated Mr. Vaze, then you go on to his IDs because he named those IDs. Now, if those IDs were there, that is Palande and Shinde, you investigate, you interrogate them, you pick them up, you ask them. It stands to reason that if Mr. Vaze was acting under Mr. Parambir Singh, then you need to interrogate Mr. Parambir Singh as well. But now the catch-22 situation here is that Mr. Parambir Singh himself has spilled the beans about this particular thing. That doesn't mean that if Mr. Parambir Singh is involved, you do not interrogate him. The point is that it will be a gradual process.
No, Swapnil, what was he doing?
Correct.
No, he made merry, right? He made merry. He made merry when the sun was shining, right?
Absolutely. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm coming to, Niranjan. I'm just giving you a legal background.
How many complaints when he was not just the Mumbai commissioner but the Thane commissioner? Will they talk about that?
Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. But since we are talking about ED's affidavit, ED must have placed those points in the affidavit which are absolutely bang on as far as this particular extortion racket is concerned. Now, if they bring out all the other points of 30 lakhs and this, that, and the other, they may have to, buttress that with a lot of other evidence. So they must be sticking to the core evidence as far as the interaction with Mr. Deshmukh's 100 crore extortion racket is concerned. Now, as far as Mr. Parambir Singh's role in this is concerned, now if he is the complainant in this particular aspect, and not only that, but it was Mr. Fadnavis who spilled the beans, that doesn't mean that you don't talk to Mr. Parambir Singh. The next step, I am sure, would be to call Mr. Parambir Singh once the ED has got his homework done and they've got appropriate set of documents. Now, you are absolutely right that while Mr. Vaze was making merry, a lot of other channels or a lot of other newspapers or a lot of other people were saying that, this was a super cop, etc. Now, they've got egg on their face as far as this particular thing is concerned because it was a tainted officer who was, first of all, who should not have been reinstated. Now, if this reinstatement was done at the behest of the police commissioner at that time, giving some stupid COVID reason or some, weak COVID reason, that does not stand. Simply, regardless even of that, the point is what matters in law here is that did you sanction Mr. Vaze or did you turn a blind eye? Whether it was an act of omission or a commission, in both of these aspects, whoever you are at the top of Mr. Vaze, you are responsible. So the interrogation will happen there. Now, I hope that Mr. Tiwari's apprehension that we are not calling Mr. Parambir Singh does not come true. I don't think so that's going to happen because they will have to call him, they will have to interrogate him if they want to really do a proper job as far as this is concerned. But what I'm trying to say is that money laundering, let me bring one more legal point, Niranjan. Money laundering aspect, extortion is really very easy to prove in the sense that, you have all these evidence, you have the witnesses, you may have, the bar owners will come and speak about it and it will be over. But as far as the money laundering point is concerned, that is going to be a tad difficult simply because, first of all, you'll have to prove that the dirty money was placed. That's what we call placement. Then there were book tricks employed to show that it was layered, there was layering. And then after making it clean, it was put back into the system, which is called integration. Now, you know about this as far as Nirav Modi's case is concerned, that we've been able to prove that in a UK court of law. Now, if we can do that here with, Mr. Vaze, if the PMLA Act is applied and I don't know what are the charges, what ED is going to level, but I'm sure if they've come in under PMLA and even otherwise, because that's what they're investigating. So that's a very good thing that they're doing. So they will have to buttress those charges and then pack it together. So you will prove extortion, you will prove cheating, you will prove money laundering, although money laundering is the most difficult to prove of the three of them. But nevertheless, that doesn't mean that you can't prove. But for that, you will need a lot more evidence. You will need Mr. Parambir Singh for that, and you will need still more others who are in the entire racket to show that there was a comprehensive racket, because 100 crores, if that is true, and I believe so, because Mr. Singh is saying something, I'm sure there is some merit to it. You can't just conjure 100 crores out of nothing. You have to have something. You can't just talk like that. You're a police commissioner and you are talking against the Home Minister. So if you're talking something, then you bloody well prove it. And if you can't prove it, then obviously, case falls out simply because it's a financial fraud, financial scam in which the onus, the burden of proof, unfortunately, here does not lie on the prosecution, does not lie on the ED as much as it lies on the people who are the accused. Because what happens is, say, for example, the income tax comes and tells me that, look, Mr. Kothari, you have not disclosed this income. I'll say, look, that's for you to prove, not for me. No, I have to show that this is not my income, that this is agricultural income or this income is exempt. I cannot keep my mouth shut. It's not like murder, kidnapping, those charges where the prosecution has to prove. Here, I have to prove that my money is clean. So here, the onus will be on them.
Still, you are going in right direction.
Niranjan, can we come in?
No. Yeah, Manasvi, go ahead. Manasvi can respond. But Manasvi, please, no, 1 second. Please respond to me, Manasvi, because you've been on so many of these debates, right? Now, imagine the Enforcement Directorate has disclosed that in return for the 40 lakh per bar which was collected, Sachin Vaze allegedly allowed these places to remain open past 1 a.m. Right? 40 lakh rupees per bar collected. Sachin Vaze helped these places remain open past 1 a.m. I don't know how many bars are there in Mumbai, but I can safely assume that there are over 1,000. Right?
I'm sure.
Can you deny that all these criminals, racketeers, extortionists, now alleged murderers, no, all of you put them on your head, you put them on your head and made them front page headline saying Sachin Vaze super cop, right? You wanted the headline Sachin Vaze super cop brings down Republic. You have egg on your face, Manasvi, egg.
Niranjan, you can put any panelist whatever you want to put on their face or head. That's up to you. I'm not good at these kind of debates, but
I'm not putting it. You asked the viewers. Manasvi, you've been on Republic. You've been on Republic on so many debates. You asked the viewers. You think I won't feel angry?
I've always defended the truth.
I've always defended the truth. We won't feel angry.
Now, can I come back to the debate? Niranjan, what started as a 100 crore scam per month comes down to 4 crore 70 lakh scam. 95% of the scam has already been evaded. So this is a classic case of how to turn an investigation into a political investigation. What was the narrative when this investigation came in light was that it's a 100 crore per month scam, and now when we are in the mid of this investigation it's a 4 crore 70 lakh scam. So the question here is, where did that 95.30% of that amount evade? This is the question. And now the second question what remains is, now we are told to believe that Parambir is the cleanest cop we have ever had in Maharashtra. Parambir had no role in this, and there is no investigation, there is no questioning happening on Parambir. So Sachin Vaze was such a super cop that no one under the sun knew what he was doing. So these are questionable stuff, and who's going to answer these questions? ED. And why isn't ED questioning Parambir? This is also ED is supposed to answer. Rahul Narvekar can make a statement. When is he going to investigate? When is the ED going to investigate Parambir? When is the ED going to investigate? A judicial custody has to be taken Parambir has to be taken into a judicial custody. Why is Parambir still a free man? The man who was on the top of everything is still a free man, and we want to believe that out of 100 crores, 95.30% of the scam is already evaded. So initially either they lied or right now they are lying. So there is some kind of lie happening with the people. The public trust in this investigation has already gone for a toss. So who's going to investigate in totality? So the other question remains is, now those turncoats who joined BJP, there is no investigation. We know that happens. So will they?
No.
Will they investigate?
I want to thank you.
I
want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for that beautiful response, Manasvi. Fantastic response. Fantastic response. Hold on. Fantastic response. I want to applaud to everybody on the panel for the superb stands that you've taken, including you, Manasvi. Let me tell you and read out something for you, okay? For all of you, okay? As a journalist, I'm applauding. I'll tell you why. Let me read this headline.
I asked Rahul, but you are answering.
All of you are arguing, saying they claim. One sec. Wait. He will answer. I'm not a spokesperson.
My questions are not to you, Niranjan.
You hear me out. No, Rahul will make his point. Rahul is a lawyer. No, hear me out. No, I'm aghast by what you said. You're saying they claimed 100 crore, but it's only. Did you say it's only 5 crore?
Exactly.
Sir, let me read out a headline for you. 18 months in jail for cops. Wait. 18 months in jail for cops who took 100 rupee bribe. I'll repeat that again. Okay, I'll repeat that for all of you who are saying it's only a 5 crore bribe. 18 months in jail for cops who took 100 rupee bribe. A demand of rupees 100 bribe has landed 2 Delhi police personnel behind bars for 18 months. Year of the law 2012. Some of you are lawyers on this show and panelists, and y'all are saying it's only 4 or 5 crore? What the hell is wrong with you people?
Exactly.
Subhash Shah, what's going on?
Lie.
They're saying it's only 5 crore and not 100 crore?
It's a white lie.
Did I just hear that? Did I just hear that? That it's not 100 but 5, only 5 crore?
Niranjan, you need to give me half a minute.
Niranjan, I have heard
100 crore, 100 rupees. 100 rupees bribe. Sir, 100 rupees bribe. 100 rupees bribe. A policeman spent 18 months in jail. And today I'm hearing only a policeman took only 5 crore. My God.
No, there is no only 5 crores, Niranjan.
My God.
Do not put words in my
Subhash,
mouth.
yeah.
I never said only 5 crores. I said, where did that 95% amount
I'm
go?
asking
want
you.
to put words in my mouth? The
No.
audience heard everything. My question is, where did the 95% go?
Ask Subhash, ask Rahul. Ask Subhash and ask Rahul.
No, what started as a 100 crore? What started as a 100 crore per month scam?
Ask Subhash, I'm not answering. Why should I answer?
4 crore 70 lakhs rupees scam. So are we trying to trust?
I have been asked a question. Let me answer it.
Rahul. No, let Rahul respond.
I've been asked a question.
Yeah, okay. Rahul,
Why are you running away from the
Rahul
answer?
is responding.
Why are you running away from the answer?
Go ahead.
Just a minute. Now I don't know, these super intelligent panelists that you have on your show today, from where do they get that this is only a 5 crore rupees scam? Number one,
Rahul,
the demand was for 100 crore rupees per month. Just listen to me. Keep quiet and listen to me. Keep quiet and listen to me. Have the courage to listen to me. Have the courage to listen to me.
They have collected 5 crore.
I think you need to know is
they have given to
I can't shout. I don't want to
has collected the money.
You either ask him to speak or let me speak. Allow me to speak or let him speak.
Sir. Mr. Tiwari, hear him out. Mr. Tiwari, hear him out. Hear him out. See, Manasvi has asked him a question. Let Rahul respond and you can come in.
You know, Mr. Tiwari.
Rahul, go ahead.
You know, Mr. Tiwari. You know what kind of people interject and speak in the middle? People who don't want to get a fair reply. When they are scared of the answer I'm going to give, they start interrupting, and that's one of you. So let me tell you. First of all, the demand was for 100 crores per month.
Rahul, you tell me.
Listen,
where is the 5 crore?
For once, have some etiquette on the show. I know it's too much to expect from you. I know it's too much to expect from you, but have a little bit of etiquette on the show. In the interest of the viewers,
you purchased law degree.
You make no sense. Listen to others.
From
Listen to others.
You are a lawyer. Not
sir,
a liar.
Please don't. Sir, please don't get personal on the show, sir. Mr. Tiwari, don't you, sir, please don't use the show to make personal comments. Sir, Mr. Tiwari, I'll request you. Let's debate on facts. Don't be personal with each other.
No.
Can I request you? Please don't be personal with each other. Please. We're having a decent debate. We're having a decent debate. Yeah.
Ask Rahul first. Niranjan, Rahul is asking me.
Sir, after this debate, I will send you Rahul Narvekar's number. You give him a call and you tell him what you have to say. But not on the show, sir, please.
Where is those 100 crores per month collected? Where is those 100 crores?
But let me tell you, the allegation, the demand. No, you want me to answer or you don't want me to answer?
I asked a question.
It's as simple as that. You put a question to me, let me answer. You don't have
Rahul, go ahead. I'll give you 30 seconds. Rahul, give me 30 seconds. Rahul, I'll give you 30 seconds answer. Rahul, 30 seconds.
Exactly. From what?
Take 30 seconds. 30 seconds and then I'll let the other side respond.
I have read, from the reports that I have read, the demand was for 100 crore rupees. And after that, 2 installments of 4 crore rupees have been paid. That's what the statement says. So the intention and the motive was to collect 100 crore rupees. That cannot be denied by anyone. Any person who has a legal acumen, who has some legal knowledge, will understand that the motive is even more important than the execution of the plan. And therefore, in this case, the motive, was to recover 100 crore rupees, and 4-5 crores was the first few installment out of that. So don't try to mislead and don't try to give protection and cover to these culprits. You are doing a disservice to the state by standing up for them. And like Niranjan has rightly said,
you are those people who wanted to defend the Maharashtra government, and now when your investigating agency could not bring out anything,
you don't have the guts to take my reply, so you can go on talking.
All the BJP members were jumping. No, I'm asking you a simple question. You are the people who said 100 crore scam per month. Now it comes to 4 crore 70 lakhs. Where are the beach car 95 crores?
Of course it is. Of course it is.
The question is that
100 crore
one second.
scam.
Rahul, 1 second.
It is a 100 crore scam.
Rahul, 1 second.
Now
Rahul, 1 second. Rahul, 1 second. Sir, Rahul, 1 second. Hello. Hi.
Investigating
Hi.
Why is it investigating Paramveer? Why are you safeguarding Paramveer?
If you don't mind.
What's your interest in?
Sir, okay, 1 second.
Safeguarding Paramveer.
Oh, Manasvi, 1 second. Manasvi, if you don't mind. Manasvi, I'm still the anchor and I have 10 minutes left and I have two panelists who haven't spoken. So I need to be fair to them. Hold on. Last I checked, I was still the anchor. Just hold on. Last I checked, I was still the anchor. Hold on. Now, Subhash Jha, Mr. Subhash Jha and Tausif hasn't spoken. Ashutosh Mishra hasn't spoken. Mr. Subhash Jha, tell me, Dilip Chabria on this channel said when he was arrested, right, they asked him for I don't remember the figure, but it was in several crore rupees. It was not 1 or 2, it was much more. But he was asked to cough up 25 lakh. He said he could cough up, rather he was in custody and he coughed up 25 lakh. And he said my family, when he was in custody, took the 25 lakh rupees, went to Riaz Qazi and Sachin Vaze, the greatest policemen who were called the greatest policemen, now disgraced, and they handed it in their hands, right? They gave it in their hands, right? That is just one case. And I mentioned the ratings agency, which has gone on record to say it gave 30 lakh rupees to the greatest cop of all time, Sherlock Holmes, Sachin Vaze, 30 lakh rupees. Now, if you calculate both, it's already 50 lakh rupees, right? And I mentioned how many bars are there in Mumbai. So why are we stuck on this 5 lakh figure? 5 crore for a city like Mumbai. I'm sorry, sir, but going by what the ED said, going by what, sir, I'd like to hear from you. Yeah, Subhash, you know what I'm getting at. Why are we stuck on this 5 crore figure?
Niranjan, incidentally, I was the one who represented in the High Court in a PIL, in which the High Court ultimately passed and rendered a judgment directing the case to be investigated by the CBI. I am also involved in another petition which the state of Maharashtra has filed as against the CBI, seeking to stall the investigation where CBI had called for certain information as to how Vaze was, first of all, reinstated in the police department after a gap of 15 years. So I have little more knowledge than perhaps your counterparts there. Now, what happens is this: the FIR is registered by the CBI on 21st April 2021. It is just the beginning. Manasvi is too early to say that it is only 4 crores of rupees or 5 crores of rupees. No. Please try to understand what is the case is. The case is that 1,750 bars all over the city of Mumbai were to be collected in the range of 50,000 to 2 lakhs rupees per month. And this is how the target of 50 lakhs was given, and 50 lakhs from other establishments. This is how 100 crores rupees per month was to be collected. Now look at the magnitude. 100 crores per month would mean 1,200 crores per annum. And which, if this government is to continue for 5 years, which I have my own doubts, then 6,000 crores rupees. Now look at the amount of money. Do you think that this money was to go in the pockets of Anil Deshmukh alone? No. It must have been shared. The booty must have been shared. And how do you collect this money? You collect the money to the police. Now, to the police, the Vazes are everywhere in every station. So you collect the money to Vazes or to Riaz Qazi or people like that who
This
are
is a baseless
in different positions.
Sorry, what, sir?
It is too early to say that Parambir
one of
Singh,
the baseless allegations.
not be called
One
for
second.
interrogation.
This is purely
There are
a-
many
No,
heads-
one second. No,
This is a
no. Sir, you can
purely-
respond. You can. No, one
You
second.
are just defaming
Rest assured,
the Maharashtra.
No, he
Many
can
heads
respond to
are
you.
going
You can
to
respond to
roll
him.
in the
Sir,
process.
it's an open debate. You
Nobody should be
can. Sir, you can respond to him.
You are-
Subhash Jha.
You are
Subhash Jha.
destroying the image
No, no,
of
no,
my
no. My question is. Okay, my question to you, Mr. Tiwari.
Niranjan.
Sir, Mr. Tiwari, can I, with your permission, get the other two panelists, if you don't mind, they haven't spoken. Tausif and Ashutosh, usually, with your permission, I'd like to go across with them. Where does the buck stop, Ashutosh? Ashutosh, you tell me, where does the buck stop, right? You have Sachin Vaze, you have Sachin Vaze, and you have Parambir Singh, right? And all of these allegations are being made about assistants, aides, etc., former ministers. Now, where does the buck stop?
You have to realize, Niranjan, that ever since the PMLA has come into existence, and by the way, the Modi government has filed nearly 700 cases under PMLA. And till date, according to the information made available in the parliament, only 13 cases have been decided. So that is the case of how PMLA cases go on.
Yes, sir.
And that's the sort of thing. And what I'm more afraid of is what Pratap Sarnaik, that Shiv Sena MLA said, that either you get along with BJP or the central agencies will continue to harass you. It seems right now that that is the more acceptable explanation, where the central agencies will keep harassing the opposition leaders, and especially in Maharashtra, because we remember that in Maharashtra, Fadnavis tried to have a government along with Ajit Pawar. So it's like he has been ensconced, and now BJP is really angry. So we have to see, and as one of the panelists rightly said, that in case of money laundering, there will be financial footprints which will be easy to, which if found out will help in easy culprits being caught. So there can be no smoke if there is no fire. It's obvious. But the question here is whether the Modi government is using trumped up cases as a smoke screen to cover up its own failure to catch the real culprits in this case. Because the police department doesn't become corrupt suddenly. So earlier there was Fadnavis government. To say that the policemen under Fadnavis were all clean, and suddenly when the Uddhav Thackeray government came, everyone has become corrupt, is hard to accept. I see a political angle in this, and this is a political.
Mr. Mishra,
this is a political witch hunt.
No, one second. Sir, let me tell you.
It is not Modi government.
Sir, can I just quickly get in a word from Tausif? Poor guy hasn't spoken.
By the High Court. By Bombay High Court.
Poor guy hasn't spoken.
Niranjan, I'll
Subhash
tell you.
Yeah, Subhash, thank you for making that point. Subhash, thank you for making that point. Tausif, 1 second. I haven't asked you a question, my friend. I haven't asked you a question. My question to you was, like Subhash mentioned, it's not an investigation that suo motu has been picked up, right? The court has directed the investigation. And my question to you is, whether it's 100 rupees or 1 crore or 5 crore or 100 crore, right? Where does the buck stop? And will all political parties agree that whoever has taken a bribe should face the law? As simple as that.
No, absolutely. Corruption cases are not measured in terms of the amount of bribe involved, whether it is 100 rupees or 100 crores. All of them should be treated equally. But you know what India, what is happening here because of the political misuse of the agencies, investigative agencies. We see only investigations, but we see no justice. When there is a corruption, when there is a scandal, when there is a racket, what people of India get is just an investigation. An investigative agency, if center, right now we are talking about Maharashtra, because in Maharashtra, BJP is not in power. Therefore, the entire central agencies would be active in Maharashtra, but they will not be active in BJP's ruled state. For an example, we can talk about Karnataka. Karnataka High Court has ordered reopening of the cases which were dropped against Karnataka Chief Minister Yediyurappa. That too this is only, I'm talking about the land cases. There are so many cases. Yes, corruption are there. But can we rise above?
One second. Tausif, that's not the point. Tausif, one second. I have very little time. I'd like to draw all of you back. I'd like to draw all of you back. I'd like to draw all of you back to the debate.
Behind it.
Tausif, you mentioned something, and I'd like to end on that point, and I'll give Swapnil 30 seconds to make the last point. Swapnil, it sounds so familiar. If you don't fall in line, we will file cases against you, go against you. I'm not saying anything, but it sounds so familiar, isn't it? Right? It sounds so familiar. And my last question is, where do you see this ending? Swapnil.
Niranjan, I see this going step by step, domino effect. You call one witness, you call one bar owner, he talks something, you call the others, they talk something, it builds up from one person to the other, to the third person, to the fourth, to the fifth, to the sixth. Because to get to a sum of 100 crores, you just can't, say that, okay, I'll call X and I'll call Y. It has to be a series of process. It has to be a chain link. These are all links of the chain. And when you bring in together one after the other, that is how you build up. So far you have been able to establish 5 crores or 6 crores. That is some release of information. That doesn't mean that they are possibly sitting on 50 crores by now. But they will gradually release information. They will gradually put it in an affidavit. And it will go forward.
By a man who is facing much graver charges.
Exactly.
I've run out of time. I've run out of time. I've run out of time. Sir, I've run out of time. Ashutosh, I've run out of time. I want to make I'd like to make one small point before I end the debate. One small point. And I'll end it with that. One last point. Parambir Singh was the police commissioner of Mumbai. And Sachin Vaze was his handpicked man for all the cases. And Parambir Singh, as of this minute, is getting away with everything. And point number 2, all of this was happening in Maharashtra with political sanction. Let's see where the story goes. We're taking a short break now. Coming back with the headlines, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us in the debate tonight.